Did you know that just 20 minutes after your last cigarette, your heart rate begins to return to normal? That's not a motivational quote. That's a fact backed by some of the world's leading health organizations. And if you make it 2 full days without smoking, all the carbon monoxide in your blood is gone. Your lungs begin clearing themselves out. Your body starts healing almost immediately. My name is Dr. O'Donovan, and in this video, I'm not just sharing tips. I'm walking you through a step-by-step plan to quit smoking and stay quit so you don't have to face this alone. You're standing at a turning point, and the fact that you clicked on this video means you've already taken the first and most important step. Now, I know that if you've been smoking for decades, you've probably heard someone say, at your age, what's the point of quitting? But I want you to hear this loud and clear. Even if you're in your 60s, 70s, or older, research shows that quitting smoking can still add years to your life, improve your breathing, your heart health, and your energy. So instead of thinking, it's too late, I invite you to say to yourself, now is exactly the right time. Quitting smoking isn't just about stopping a habit. It's about taking back control of your health, your breath, and the moments with your loved ones that cigarettes have quietly stolen from you over the years. And if you're still asking, can I really do this? Let me say this. Yes, you can. And I'll be right here with you. Let's get started. Before we dive into the 10 tips, let me give you a reason to stick around until the very end of this video. Because later, I'm going to share something most people never talk about. The real reason nicotine replacement gums, patches, and pills often don't work long-term. It's not because you're weak or lack willpower. It's because quitting smoking isn't just about fighting the nicotine. It's about breaking the emotional and behavioral attachments that keep pulling you back in, even after the nicotine is long gone. And I'll show you exactly how to start untangling those invisible ties in a way that feels possible, even if you failed before. So stay with me. Every successful quit journey starts with one thing. Your reason, not my reason, not your doctor's, not your spouse's, yours. So let me ask you, why do you want to quit smoking? Is it to feel your lungs expand freely when you breathe? To walk without gasping for air? To stop feeling ashamed every time your grandchild hugs you and smells the smoke on your clothes? Maybe it's the money, saving thousands of dollars a year. Or maybe it's because you want to be around longer for the people you love. Whatever your why is, I want you to do something powerful. Write it down, right now. And don't just keep it in your head. Put it on a sticky note on your bathroom mirror. Set it as a daily reminder on your phone. Or, and this is my favorite, leave it in the comments below this video. Why? Because when that craving hits, and it will, your brain gets cloudy. You won't be thinking clearly. That little voice will try to convince you, just one won't hurt. But when your reason is written, when it's visible, it speaks louder than the craving. And here's something important to remember. One clear reason is more powerful than 10 vague ones. So instead of saying, I want to be healthier and richer and smell better, try something like, I want to quit so I can dance at my granddaughter's wedding without gasping for breath. That's the kind of reason that hits your heart. That's the kind of reason that helps you hold the line when it gets tough. So, what's your reason? Leave it below. Let others see it. Let them cheer you on. Because even though this journey is personal, it doesn't have to be lonely. Now that you've got your reason, it's time to make a commitment. Not someday, not when things feel easier. A real set-in-stone quit date. Here's what I recommend. Choose a date within the next 14 days. Why that window? Because it gives you just enough time to prepare, but not enough time to talk yourself out of it. And once you pick that day, write it down. Circle it on your calendar. Set a reminder in your phone. Even better, share it in the comments below. When you say it out loud, when you put it in writing, it becomes real. And here's where it gets practical. Once you've picked your quit date, It's time to clean house. I mean it. Cigarettes, lighters, ashtrays. They all go. Not in a drawer, not tucked away, just in case. They go out. Because every item you leave behind is a silent invitation to relapse. Triggers are sneaky. They don't just whisper, they shout. That old lighter in the glove box, now the half-empty pack in your coat pocket, your brain sees them and suddenly your cravings spike. So give yourself a fighting chance. Create an environment that supports your goal. That might mean replacing the lighter in your car with a small note. You're stronger than this. Or swapping out ashtrays for breath mints, toothpicks, or sugar-free gum. And if you live with someone who smokes, this can be even harder. But have the conversation. Tell them about your quit date. Ask them to support you, or at the very least to not smoke around you for a while. You're not just removing cigarettes, you're removing obstacles between you and your future. So what day will you quit? Here's the truth no one really talks about. Nicotine leaves your body within 3 to 5 days after you quit. That's it. Physically, the addiction fades fast. So why is it still so hard to quit? Why do people relapse weeks, months, even years later? Because nicotine isn't the real trap. The real trap is what smoking represents in your mind. It's the emotional and behavioral attachment. And if we don't deal with that, no amount of gum or patches will work in the long run. Let's talk about the mental attachment first. This is the belief that cigarettes do something for you. They calm you down, help you cope with stress, give you focus, make you feel in control. But let me challenge that. If smoking truly relieves stress, why does the stress always come back? And why does it hit harder once the cigarette burns out? What if smoking doesn't fix the stress? It just delays it? Now let's look at the behavioral attachment. Smoking becomes part of your routine. After your morning coffee, during your lunch break, when you're driving or bored or feeling down. Over time, it blends into your habits so deeply that imagining life without it feels wrong. That's not weakness. That's conditioning. And the good news? Conditioning can be rewired. You don't have to fight your brain. You can retrain it. That's how lasting change happens. Not through willpower alone, but through understanding and replacing. Instead of lighting a cigarette with your coffee, maybe you step outside for a few deep breaths and listen to your favorite song. Instead of reaching for a smoke when stress hits, you practice 60 seconds of deep breathing or take a quick walk around the block. Little by little, these shifts start to break the links. You begin to see, I don't need this to feel okay. I've got other tools now. And once the mental and behavioral chains are broken, that's when you're free. This is exactly what I teach in my masterclass, and I'll share more about that at the end of this video. But for now, let's keep building your momentum. Quitting smoking isn't just one big decision. It's 100 small decisions you make every single day. And the good news is, there are proven routines that can make those daily choices easier and help you stay strong. Let's start with something simple but powerful: move your body. Studies have shown that even light physical activity, like a brisk 10-minute walk, can reduce cravings almost instantly. Exercise doesn't just distract you, it actually changes your brain chemistry in ways that help ease withdrawal. And no, you don't have to join a gym. You just have to move. Next, track your triggers. Keep a small notebook or use the Notes app on your phone. When a craving hits, jot down what you were doing, how you felt, and what time it happened. Over a few days, you'll see patterns. Maybe you always crave a cigarette after dinner. Or maybe it's when you're bored, stressed, or scrolling your phone. When you can name your triggers, you can plan around them. That's where your quit kit comes in. A little rescue box for those tough moments. Inside, you might have sugar-free gum, a stress ball, a picture of your grandkids, a bottle of cold water, or even a note to yourself that says, remember why you started. You don't need to be perfect. You just need tools. And one more thing, start and end your day with intention. In the morning, take 60 seconds to repeat your why out loud if you can. Visualize your smoke-free life. Picture yourself breathing easier, laughing more, living longer. At night, reflect. Ask yourself, what worked today? What didn't? What can I do better tomorrow? These little moments of awareness are what turn a quit attempt into a transformation. You're not just avoiding cigarettes, you're building a stronger, healthier version of yourself, one day at a time. Let's be honest, this journey isn't always smooth. Some days will be harder than others. There will be moments when you feel like giving up. And you know what? That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're healing. Cravings don't mean you're weak. They mean your brain is adjusting. And just like a broken bone itches as it heals, your mind will push and pull as it rewires. So what do you do when the urge hits hard? First, breathe. That sounds simple, but it's powerful. Take a deep breath in for 4 counts, hold it for 4, and breathe out slowly for 6. Do it again. Just 60 seconds of deep breathing can lower your stress response and reduce the craving. Second, delay. Cravings feel like emergencies, but they're not. Tell yourself, I'm not saying no forever, I'm just saying not now. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Distract yourself with something else. Call a friend, drink water, go for a walk. By the time the timer goes off, the craving usually fades. Third, don't shame yourself if you slip. Let me say that again. If you slip, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you're learning. Use it. Ask yourself, what triggered that moment? How can I handle it differently next time? Many people in the comments of this very video have quit, relapsed, and tried again, sometimes more than once. The ones who succeeded weren't the ones who were perfect. They were the ones who got back up. Remember, the goal isn't to be flawless. The goal is to be free. And each time you choose not to light up, even once, you're proving to yourself that you can do this. This is your journey. You don't have to do it all today, but don't quit on the day you feel tired. Rest, reset, and start again. You're stronger than you think. Every smoke-free day is a victory, but too often people forget to celebrate it. They wait for big milestones, a month, a year, and miss the little wins that matter just as much. Let me tell you this, the healing starts fast. According to the NHS and American Cancer Society, here's what happens after you quit. After 20 minutes, your heart rate begins to return to normal. After 8 hours, oxygen levels normalize and carbon monoxide starts to leave your bloodstream. By 48 hours, your sense of smell and taste start to come back. After 72 hours, your lungs begin to relax, making breathing easier. By 2 to 12 weeks, your circulation improves. At 3 to 9 months, coughing and shortness of breath noticeably decrease. At 1 year, your risk of heart attack is cut in half. And by 10 years, your risk of lung cancer drops to about half of that of a smoker. You don't have to wait years to feel the difference. Your body rewards you almost immediately. So here's what I want you to do. Celebrate those milestones. Finished your first day? That's worth a treat. Made it through your first week? Write it down. 1 month in? Tell someone. Share it in the comments. Let people cheer for you. And cheer for yourself. Rewards don't have to be big. It could be a new book, a walk in a new park, or even just a moment of quiet pride. Because every day you stay smoke-free, you're not just avoiding cigarettes, you're actively building a longer, healthier, freer life. And each little win you recognize strengthens your motivation to keep going. So don't skip this part. You've earned it. If you've made it this far in the video, I want you to hear me clearly. I'm proud of you. Whether you've quit already, you're planning your quit date, or you're just gathering the courage to try, you're doing something powerful. You're choosing health. You're choosing clarity. You're choosing freedom. And I know it's not easy, but I also know it's worth it. Now, if you're someone who's tried to quit before, maybe more than once, and it just hasn't stuck, I want you to know you're not broken. You're not a failure. You're just missing the right approach. That's why I created a free online masterclass. Not another lecture, not more scare tactics, but a real practical path to help you remove your mental and behavioral attachment to smoking. In it, I go deeper into what we talked about in this video, how to rewire your brain so you're not constantly fighting cravings, but actually moving past them. So if you want to understand what's really keeping you hooked and how to finally let it go, I invite you to join the class. Go to cbewebinar.com to save your free spot. No pressure, no strings, just real help from someone who truly believes you can do this. And whether you join or not, I hope you leave this video with one thing: belief. Belief that you are stronger than this addiction. Belief that change is possible at any age. Belief that this time it can be different, because it can. And I'll be here cheering for you every step of the way. Take care, you've got this.